Good morning, day 42. Yeah, it's chilly. I think it's 32 degrees. That blah blah blah. Haven't warmed up my mouth yet, apparently. That temperature is probably going to drop a bit more before, I don't know, they said 9 o'clock, but I think the low is going to be around 7. So it'll probably get down to 30 or 31. Water bottle was in my sleeping bag as well as my water filter. And my phone and my battery packs. And I also just put like my toiletries bag in there because there's like small amounts of liquid items in there. Did not put my fuel canister in last night, and I had no problem starting the stove this morning. And I guess that's about it. I can't wait to start this day and get the ball rolling, so we'll see you on the trail. Daylight is coming earlier and earlier. It's 6:32, and it's already this light out. It is just an unbelievably crispy, clear day today. Look at that. You can see so far, so clear. Just happened to be catching the sunrise. Look at that, just as I was recording. Good morning, day 42. This is the monument for Nick Grindstaff, a local hermit. Lived alone, suffered alone, and died alone. So as I walk, I'll tell you a little bit more about what I learned about Nick. Nick was an orphan. Story says that he was a very smart and intelligent man, and at some point he moved to Missouri. There are several different stories about what happened in Missouri, but something happened, whether it was him getting married and his bride dying soon after, the love of his life marrying somebody else, or that he was robbed and beaten. But whatever it was, he never recovered from the incident from that time in Missouri. He moved back to Tennessee and at some point found this range, this mountain range, to be his home. And he lived up here for 40 years. He had a dog at one point named Panther, and the dog is buried with him up there. He also had a cow that he used as a pack animal, and he had a pet rattlesnake. He would go into town twice a year for supplies, including bacon, and to get a haircut. He was obviously loved because they built a huge monument to remember him by. But yeah, that's the story of Uncle Nick. Also, figured I'd just let you know what I'm wearing right now, starting with, from my shoes and socks. Then I have my shorts underneath, a pair of long johns, my pants, and on top I have got my t-shirt that I hike in, my alpaca sweater, my synthetic down jacket, and my raincoat. And then on my hands I've got my down gloves. I'm actually fairly warm. My toes are a little cold. My hands were chilly at the start, but now I've got that under control. And just really enjoying this beautifully clear day. It's gonna be warmer later, and I'm looking forward to it. Finally coming down off the ridge that we spent all day on yesterday and 2 hours this morning. I think I'll save that for somebody else. And we're starting a new section. So this is a handicap accessible portion of trail. How do I get this? There we go. All right. So this is a special little section of trail. This, I don't know how long it lasts, but it is known as the Tennessee Turnpike. So let's see how fast we can go on the turnpike. I don't think the handicap accessible trail is the whole distance of the turnpike. I think it's only like half a mile. But if the grade stays like this, and it's nice and level and smooth like this, you can definitely make some fast miles on this. Oh, I'm gonna love this section. I'm in the sun. I've actually not been very cold this morning. I think I got my layering down right this morning. I can't wait to shed them. It's just bulky and awkward and, you know. Happy. Got a little bunny this morning, right on cue for Easter. Happy Easter, little bunny. Ooh, easy fast. This is so beautiful. To just how cold it is. What a sweet little outdoor space this is for the locals. If I lived here, I'd be here every day. Don't get me wrong. I love the forest. I love trees. I really do. But there is just something about wide open spaces. I think maybe it just makes you appreciate just how small you are in this world. I think that's it. For that was just perfect. What a great way to spend an early morning on Easter. It was wonderful. So this little area goes on to another meadow or pasture. Such a nice area, but the AT is dive bombing back into the woods. Whoever designed this was very thoughtful. They even set up these little rope things so that you can pull yourself up and over the steps to get over the fence. Very impressive. Really nice place. Hey everybody, this is Kilroy. We met way back at Newfound Gap when I was hanging out with Fix-It and Jack, and he just brought me this.
And turn it around so you can read
the trail magic. Oh, is there more? Oh, that's perfect. And Kilroy said back at the Boots Off hostel, they had the Easter Bunny came and left eggs everywhere. Yep. Did you do an actual Easter egg hunt?
No, but they were everywhere. Even when you're sitting in the porta potty, there was Easter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so
Not the porta
great.
potty, the outhouse.
And also, everyone, I have Joker behind me. That's his voice, but he doesn't want to be on YouTube, so we're going to just keep him anonymous. Oh my gosh, he's going to make an exception. This is Joker.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, Mom and Dad. No, this is your favorite day.
Something like that. From Van Deventer.
Van Deventer
Shelter.
to Damascus, you did 36?
33.
33 miles.
How many hours did it take you?
12.
12 hours.
So this is a smooth.
Tennessee Turnpike, folks. It's real.
Yes, it is.
Well, I would love to do 26.2, but I don't think I'm going to try it. Well, this is really Easter. Kilroy handed this to me, too. I am definitely feeling like it's Easter. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You're a good Easter bunny.
I try to be.
Okay. Leaving the water source with a heavy pack, but a happy heart. Got my Mountain Dew, my little egg, and I've stripped down to my shorts and my alpaca sweater. I'd just like to say that if anyone knows me, they know that I would have totally jumped on the bandwagon of doing the 26.2. After all, that is the exact distance of a marathon. But I'm not out here for that purpose. I want to stay healthy so that I can get all the way to Maine. So, with that being said, I am going to try to get some extra miles in today. I'm figuring 18 to 20 will be a good amount. I'm going to be totally happy and okay with 18. So, if the miles come easily and quickly, and I don't get too distracted by filming things, I'll try 20. But I don't think I'm going beyond that. There's no need. I don't have to be into Damascus until tomorrow. I don't have a place to stay for tonight. So that's going to be my motivator. All right. I've got a ton of Mountain Dew pumping through me right now. Got a little more to drink up so I don't have to carry the weight. And we're going to see where today takes us. That's me burping up my Mountain Dew. So I caught up to Kilroy and Joker because Kilroy started walking south on the trail. Oops. But I got him. Right at when Joker called out for him, I was on the trail. He was pretty convinced he was going the right way until he saw me. Well, it's all good now. Gotta just let it go. Look at this. Oh, that's lovely. Look at that. How nice is that? All right, my competitive side is coming out now. It's got to be the 26.2 distance past Kilroy, flying on the downs. Love the downhills. Those who know me know I love to run downhill when I can. Not really running, just walking really fast. The grade is perfect for it. It's mostly smooth trail, nothing to really trip you up, and it's not too steep. So we're just cruising along. Joker's up ahead. You know what I'm thinking. Just gotta try and catch him. I promise I'm still going to enjoy this day. Look at that. Look at that. Joker is in my sights. We're hunting him down. You know how this game goes, Sarah. What am I gonna do? Is it awful that the wheels are turning in my head and I'm wondering if I can get the Airbnb a day earlier? Oh boy. Bad habits are hard to kill. So the Mountain Dew has worn off, and I'm wishing that I hadn't packed out 2 cuties, I think that's what these are called, tangerines, and an apple today, because the pack is heavier than it needs to. Plus I had more food than I needed to. I am 13 miles from Damascus, so I'm halfway through the marathon. I really don't think I'm going in there today, so don't worry about it. I never did officially catch Joker, and Kilroy passed me about a half an hour ago. Taking a long lunch break. Since it's Easter, I wanted to give my family a call. My sister recently had gallbladder surgery, so I wanted to make sure she was doing okay. And my mother just loves the holidays, and I knew it would just be something that would really make her happy if I FaceTimed with her on Easter. So I just did that as well. So I'm gonna eat some lunch and then I'm gonna head back out, and I think the goal is probably to try and get somewhere around 20 miles today. I just have to check the camping situation and see what that's like, see if that's doable. and then we'll go from there. Okay. So I set a personal record on the AT this morning. I got 12 by 12, which means 12 miles by 12 o'clock. And actually, I was at 12.94 at the moment 12 o'clock struck. So almost 13 miles. I haven't done that in years. Probably since the PCT. So that's good. The bad news is the back half of the day is not going to be that fast. The Mountain Dew definitely got me fired up, and I love using things like that to motivate me further up on the trail. So the guys and the Mountain Dew definitely helps me with that goal. As for the afternoon, got a bit of a conundrum going on. There is a camp spot where I want it to be, at the distance I want it to be, but it's a 4-mile water carry. And that makes my feet hurt just thinking about it. So, yet to be determined what we're gonna do for the afternoon. I'm gonna just have to wait and see how it all plays out. But right now, the trail is still relatively mild. The profile does show a little more climbing in the second half of the day as well. So we're just gonna roll with it and see what happens. Maybe we'll camp without water tonight, since it's only a short distance into town tomorrow. I can probably do that. So we'll see. Speaking of water, I gotta figure out if I need it right here, so. A little mile marker for today. This is the top of McQueen Knob. Looks like there used to be a fire tower up here, but they took it down for some reason. So we're coming up on McQueen Knob Shelter, and my little guidebook app tells me that this is not a proper AT shelter, being that it doesn't have a water source or a privy, and I guess the structure is questionable as well. It looks like a cute little thing to me. It's very Appalachian looking. Be lucky if you fit more than 2 people in here. Ooh, is it small? Coming into Abington Gap Shelter, and unfortunately I need to get water, and it's a 0.2 mile side trip down a pretty steep drop in order to get it. But sometimes that's just how it works out. I just passed the last water source for 8 miles, and it was decision time. I only took a liter, so I am either going 8 more miles today, it's 2:45 right now, or I am dry camping, and I saved about 1/4 of a cup of water. I didn't flavor it. And I could put together like a bean dip and some tortilla wraps for dinner. No coffee in the morning. But I'll be really close to town, so still don't know what I'm gonna do. Just gonna see how I feel in 4 miles. There's camping there, and we'll make our final decision of the day at that point. But yeah, everything's feeling okay. It's definitely gonna be a big mileage day. It's probably gonna be somewhere between 20 and 24 miles today. We'll see. We'll see how the body holds up. If it starts talking, I'll stop early. If it's doing okay, I'll keep going. But I'm not really crazy about getting into camp late either. So we're just going to have to see how things roll out. What I do know is that I was not going to carry 3 liters of water for 4 miles. No way. The feet were like, nope, we veto that decision. Chipping away the miles this afternoon. It's getting cold out. Like, when the wind blows, it's really chilly. Like, I almost want to put my synthetic jacket on. But I'm hanging on with this. Sometimes I have to shove my hands up the sleeves. I have a feeling it's gonna be a cold night wherever I end up. Alright, update. So I have 3 miles left to the campsite with water. And a couple choices in between here and there. This is the campsite at about 21 miles, and it's kind of windy here, and as you can tell, it's getting kind of cold. So I think I'm going to try and get to a little bit lower elevation and maybe try and find a campsite that has a little more wind protection. I have a little more in the bank still. It's 4:45. 3 miles is probably going to take me about an hour and a half. So I'm looking at finishing up at about 6:15, and I can deal with that. Then I can have water and hot tea and soup in case it is cold, which I'm expecting it's going to be. So I think that's what I'm going to try for. But I'm fortunate to have a couple other options if I decide not to go that distance, since I'm now sort of resolved myself to camping without water tonight if need be. So that's where we're going now. Let's see what we can do. Also, just to clarify, when I say without water, I mean without water to cook. I still have water to drink. It's not like I'm trying to go all night long without any water. Just want to be clear on that. This is it. This is the big moment. Tennessee. Virginia. Virginia is for lovers, and I am loving this trail. You could say I'm just a little happy right now. Yes, this was hard-earned, and I gotta tell you, the thru hike begins now. The rest was just, I'm out seeing what I can do. Things just got real. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. So I just met 2 women at the border. They are sisters. Their names are Monarch and Gypsy Moth, and they have been section hiking for 15 years. They take 2 weeks out of every year and do 2 trips to section hike the trail. They have not been keeping track of their mileage, but they figure they probably have accomplished about 1,200 miles of the trail. Super exciting to see them and hear their story. 1.5 miles to go to the water source and camp for the night. I am 99.9% sure This is a morel, the most sought after mushroom that exists. But I'm not gonna eat it because of that 1%. Oh, look at the guy next to him is dead. I'm pretty sure that's a morel. These guys are getting bigger. Still don't know what they are. They look like pine cones. Well, hello. 24 miles later. That big orange spot at the back of my tent is the sunset. It's so much warmer down here, night and day. So I made the right decision there. And it also feels good to be able to have some warm fluids and eat a warm meal. I'm just kind of into that thing. I could never do the cold soak, no cook approach. But yes, I actually feel pretty good after doing 24 miles. I'm pretty excited, and I don't think I would have probably done this if I didn't have a zero coming up in town. And in fact, it's going to be a very long Nero followed by a zero. So I could have gone the 26 miles, but honestly, I spent enough money on 2 nights for an Airbnb. I felt like I had to sort of balance it out and just stay out here tonight. Plus, I really like being in my tent. So, I'm happy to be out here. It's warm, it's nice. There's no wind right now. Everything is good. It's going to be a little chilly in the morning, but I only have 2 miles. And I'll be in town, and I'm just going to find a diner and get some good breakfast. So it was an excellent day. With that being said, I'm going to let you go. It is getting late, and I still have a few things I need to do, and I'm tired, so I want to get to bed. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.